Today we are gonna learn the basics of Figma and what Figma is. We need to log into the Figma official website, and this is how the interface of official website looks like. Here you can see what Figma is and how it works and how we can use tools of Figma in web designing and mobile application designing. And there are two options: login and get started for free. You can choose any one of them, but I am using login. I am using my Google account to log in my Figma. Either you can install the application of Figma if you want to. After signing up, you will see the interface of Figma. Here you need to fill some of things which are necessary before starting Figma. You can fill them or you can skip them, but some of them are necessary. You can't skip them. If you have option of skip, like in this, you can skip it. You can choose any option. I'm using others in this. Here is a plan for Figma, but we are going for a starter plan, which is for free everyone. And this is how the interface of Figma look like. On browser, these are some Figma basics layouts, and you can check them if you want to know how the Figma works and how the designing process works. There are UI design kits, and you can use these plugins as well. Plugins are very important in Figma. We will discuss about plugins later, and you can go through it and you can check whatever there is. And I'm going to start with a new fresh design file. Here are some options of, but I'm starting with a new design file. It will take few minutes. Okay, so here is a assets and file. In assets, your materials of icon and UI kit will appear, and in files, whatever you have created on a frame will be reflected on there. And these are the design prototype. There are some options in this also. You can also choose new design file from there. New Figma file, new design file. Edit, maybe have some options like copy, paste, find, replace, and pick a color. View, maybe have layout grids, rulers, everything. You can go through it and check it out. Rest, which is necessary in the basics, I will tell you everything. And this is from where you can change the layout of your Figma. I am choosing a frame. You can see there are a lot of options of frame you can take for desktop, tablet, mobile, anything. I have took a desktop, and you can use your mouse. Or you can use it with a keyboard as well. Just click on your mouse and just drag. These are some options of desktop. You can change the appearance, color, you can change the positioning, you can change the layout. Okay, here through X and Y axis you can change the positioning of your desktop. desktop layer, you can rotate it, you can flip it. And you can also change the color of this now if you want to. There are some options in auto layout grid which we will discuss it later, but for the now you can check these transformation tools which are there. You can also fill or change the color of your desktop through this appearance, and you can change the opacity. Like if you increase, it will come in 100% opacity. If you will decrease, it will become the lighter of the same color. For now I am taking just FFF, which is a natural white color. And there are some options of stroke. You can give stroke, and there are some UI designs which you can use it later, and I'm using stroke for this. You can increase or decrease the stroke, you can change the stroke color, you can do everything whatever you want to do in Figma. Figma is very easy. You can change the stroke options. If you want inside, you can choose inside. If you want outside, okay. And you can also customize the stroke. If you want stroke to only on the top of, on bottom, on right, on left, you can use the custom stroke option to give a custom stroke to your file, to your design, to your website, to your application. And you can, there is also option of like if you want dash stroke style, if you want round corners, you can do anything with the stroke option. Here is an option of drop shadows, inner shadows, layer blur, and background blur. You can change the color of your shadow, spread blur. You can adjust it accordingly, whichever suits your design. And you can also increase or decrease the amount of spread, blur. And you can also change the angle through X and Y axis, which is I'm using here. You can do whatever you want to do with these shadows. You can play. If you want to play, you will discover more about it. And yeah, this is how the drop shadows effects work in Figma. And there are some options of like if you want to dissolve your drop shadow, if you want to. Now it is the most important part in your Figma design, which is a layout grid. There are some custom grid layout style which you can use in your design. Like if you want, there are some custom designs which you can check it out. You can use I button to like hide in and hide your design layout grid, sorry. And you can use different colors. If you want to change the design, you can do it like center, left, right. And through this we can design. And layout grid is very important to keep your everything aligned in your file. We will discuss about layout grid in the later, but yeah, this is layout grid and how it works. You can check some custom designs of layout grid. And there are some options in file like new design file. And if you want to place anything, any image, you can go and just simply insert image, and you can just drag it and the image will be inserted like this. There are many options of inserting images in Figma, and this is the one of them. Place image, and you will draw rectangle, square, whatever you want to, and image will be placed in like whatever you are making. If you are making in a rectangle, image will be placed in rectangle. If you are making it square, image will be placed in square. You can later on adjust it accordingly. And these are the basics of Figma na, मतलब basic functionality of Figma के how things work and all. You can also copy, as there are a lot of option, paste over selection, place to replace, duplicate, find and replace. There are a lot of option in Figma. And second is like edit. In this you can see a color picker. How this works, you need to draw something and fill color in it. Just see, if I'm moving my mouse, you can see the color values are being changed. To understand it better, I am making a one rectangle and I am filling it in, and let's say I fill this red color and I'll duplicate it. You can press Alt with the mouse to duplicate it, or you can simply Ctrl C, Ctrl V. And these are three different colors which I have took. Now I will tell you how this works. Pick a color. If I'm going to click on any color, you can see the value of color is being copied to my dropper. Not being copied to my dropper, but it is visible. I see you can pick any color from your image also through this a color picker when it is necessary in your design. Okay, and next is view rulers. If you want to keep your everything aligned, you can draw this ruler to check whether every element in your design is properly aligned or not. You can delete them also later, or you can um, hide them later through the same option. You can go to view and you can just simply hide or delete them if you want to. And another is also, see, if I clicked on rulers are visible. If I click on rulers again, they are being disabled. And what is a pixel view? If you see zoom, if I'll do it zoom in, you will see the pixel view. And see, you can use I button also to hide and unhide things. ठीक है, and there are a lot of options, zoom in, zoom out, and all this layout grid and all. If you zoom this out, you can see the pixel view. Can you see the pixels? Yeah, so this is pixel of our file. And now there are some more options in object. Vacant group selection, ungroup selection, frame selection. You can mask, and you can bring forward, backward, flip, and all. There's some options in text. Since we have nothing written here, the options in text are not visible. And you can also check these arrange if you want to. If I click on align center, everything will be aligned in center. Okay, if I click them, if I select all of three of them and click on positioning पे align center, these all are aligned in center. If I click all of them, just see. If I click on my red rectangle and if I left align them, it will go left. If I click on center, they will come in center. Okay. Here are some options in your right click also. If you select them, copy, paste, frame selection, use as mask and all of them. There is no like foundation and Figma key. You have to use every option from that file view option. There are some options in your right click as well. If I click on auto layout, they come in one layout and I can change everything through a click. I can distribute horizontal spacing, vertical spacing through this auto layout, and there are many options in auto layout which you will learn more if you work more on Figma. And if I say remove auto layout will remove and the functionality is won't be there. There is option of create component. We will create component later. Usually we create component for the prototyping of like during the prototype. See how the flip works. You can flip it, rotate it. You can do everything through this, no? If you want to change the angle of your uh, object, you can change. If you want to change the and if you click on any of them, you can see the options here: fill, stroke, effects, layout, grid, export. Everything is here. And in prototyping, you can see if you have prototype in this, you can click on export and just there simply option of export, then png, then you can simply click on it and export it. And these are some things which we have already discussed previously. So now we are going to discuss some of the tools which are here. Here are 3 tools: move tools, hand tools and scale tool. ठीक है, with move tool you can move the element of your file, and hand tool you can rotate the entire frame, and with the scale tool you can scale the objects like this precisely. So this is how scale move tool work. This is a tool of frame, okay, where you can have frame, you can do selections. If you want to make a selection out of frames, you can make it. If you want to use slice tool, you can also check it out how slice tool works. Okay, so if you want to see how slice tool work, just make a slice over any section, and let me delete this first and click on rectangle. Now click on export. Now here is an option of preview. Okay, I'm doing it. It's an option of preview. This is not visible here. Okay, so we need to what we need to do is we need to try once again like this, and now we'll click on export. Now you can see this. The only part which I have selected is being visible in preview, which is being exported. If I click on entire frame will be exported. If I click on slice tool and take a slice, the slice will be exported. Now there is a tool, shape tool, where are n numbers of shape: rectangle, lines, arrow. Okay, everything is there. And Yeah, circle tool is also there. If you click shift and draw a circle, that would be more precise and accurate. If you draw a circle without pressing shift, it won't be equal. You can see the layout of height and width are both are the same. And if you make circle without shift, you can see the difference between both of them. Height and width are not equal at all. Okay, then draw one more circle. Then I keep both. Then I will change the color of circle and I just keep it behind to make it visible. Okay, and you can see the option of place an image. I just click on it and choose any my favorite image which I want to. Just say I have chosen the image of this chocolate, and it will be placed, but it won't be placed inside the circle. Hannah, if we have also discussed this in option previously, na, and you can fill image through this. See, now the image is being placed in a circle. There is an option of if you want to crop, you can crop. Okay. You can crop image. You can resize image. You can see how I am doing it. Okay. If you want to change the color balance, exposure, contrast, anything in image, you can do it from here or as well. There's option of tile, fit, and fill. You can explore these options now, and you can also increase or decrease the tint and temperature of your image which are you are using in this. Shadows, everything in through this. And if you want to place a video, you can also do it, but you need to purchase the professional account for it. And yeah, this is how the image works. And you can use a pen tool, you can use a pencil tool for this. Let's see, I draw anything vector and it will make it smooth. See the magic. You can also use a pencil tool to make some blobs, shapes. If you are friendly with a pencil tool, see, and you can also change the roundness of corner, and you can hold shift and drag to make it a straight line. See, I have increased the this border of it. Now it is coming like this way. If I decrease it and I draw it, it will be a thinner. See, but if I hold it, it will come in a straight line, and if I don't hold shift in it, it will come in normal. This is a pen tool. You can use pen tool to create shapes, and you can also change the color inside it. You can change the, you can make it smooth. You can select the corners and change the everything in this pen tool. No? You can change the direction, you can change the height, but you can play with strokes, everything in this pen tool. You can also add and remove one points in a pen tool. There's a see, I have added one more point, and if I click on it, my corner will be rounded. You can see the handles of it. Yes, see, this is how pen tools work. There are n numbers of options and functionality in Figma which you can use, which are very creative, which you can use in your designing. You can also delete the points by clicking it and just press delete. Everything will be deleted. This is all what pen tool is and how pen tool work. And there are some shortcuts for this as well. You can learn them in Figma or through internet. It's a text tool. Okay. If I click on text and I click on positioning and align center, it will align in center. If I want to increase the size of my text, I just select the text and increase the size. I can change like how bold, italic I want. I want it regular, I will choose it regular. I can choose alignment as well. There are options of alignment and Figma as well. I can choose different color if I want to. I can make it bold, and I can even place image inside the text. You just need to go to that thing, image, fill image, and you can see that image is being placed inside my text. If I increase the size, it is more visible. You can also fill the gradient and change the angle of gradient, clicking on the corners of the things. See, you can also change the appearance opacity. You can also use a simple color if you want to fill it. You can you have like complete independency to what you do want to do in Figma. You can also add a comment. If you work in a collaborative team way, you can leave a comment for your team so that they can go through it now, through this comment section, and you can see Galaxy has put it whatever that is. One comment is here. And these are some things where you can search your assets, plugins. So we have one plugin in our Figma, that is wireframe designer, and you can find it everything here. And last one is save mode. It is professionally for like developers so that they can get a idea of everything in coding. So it is also for a premium. If you want to discover it, you have to buy a premium. And yeah, these are all the options which I have discussed with you: text, shapes, frames, pen tools, and everything. You can select everything and delete it. You can also delete the comment, and you can click on write. The comment will be deleted. See, if you will do this now, it won't work. If you want to increase the size, do use this thing. Okay. And why this is happening? Because of, if I click on this layout thing, you can see 3 options in layout. Always use these 3 options in layout. Okay. And I'm increasing the size. Now I'll take a rectangle and I make it center. I just click on this align it center and I place image inside it. Upload from your computer. Let's see, I choose this. Okay, done, open. You can consider this hello as in like logo